What's good, beautiful people? I'm back. Sorry about the long time with no content. I was on vacation with wifey, but let's hop right into it. I ain't gonna waste your time. So, Joel Embiid was burned for the MVP award. Nikola Jokic won back-to-back MVPs. Not many players have done so. Guys like Tim Duncan have done it. LeBron James have done it. Giannis Antetokounmpo have done it. Moses Malone, Larry Bird, guys of that nature. Karl Malone. Those guys have won back-to-back MVPs, and in my humble opinion, it was a tight race for the MVP award. Let's make that very clear. It was a toss-up, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't have been mad if Giannis would have won it, but seeing Nikola Jokic win it 2 years in a row just befuddles me, in my humble opinion, because he's nowhere near as dominant as Joel Embiid. Your eyes will tell you that. A lot of guys like to justify Jokic's contributions with these supremely nuanced analytics, VORP, and some things I've never even heard of. And look, Nikola Jokic has a very impressive stat line, averaged over 27 points, double-digit rebounds, nearly double-digit assists. His numbers are impressive, but you can't ignore what Joel Embiid has been doing. You can't ignore how dominant Joel Embiid is on both sides of the floor. Nikola Jokic can't jump over a piece of paper. Nikola Jokic can't guard anybody. And yet he's the MVP. Joel Embiid led the league in scoring, the first big man to do so since Shaq, the first big man to average 30-plus points since Moses Malone. Come on, man. Fewest minutes played and still led the league in scoring. Out of all scoring champions, he led the league, out of all scoring champions that have ever won the award, he's played the fewest minutes per game in the season. And it's just wild to me how these writers, these NBA nerds, are justifying Nikola Jokic winning the MVP award. I truly wonder what they're seeing with their eyes. They like to bring up the fact that, Michael Porter Jr. wasn't there and he's missing Jamal Murray. Let's be totally honest. The Denver Nuggets had no chance of going anywhere. Even if they had those guys, no one's favoring the Denver Nuggets to win the NBA championship. No one is. You think about the way the Philadelphia 76ers are constructed and what Joel Embiid had to go through all season, dealing with the Ben Simmons situation, having to balance that, having to carry your team from beginning to end. It was just really something to behold, and he did it professionally, did it with sheer dominance, dominating both sides of the ball. It's funny because Joel Embiid is still in the playoffs with his team. Nikola Jokic is not. And it begs the question, why do they even give this award out at this point? Why not wait until either the end of the season or the playoffs are done, or just announce it before the playoffs even begin? Because what it does is it taints the award. It taints the award because if the NBA playoffs separates the men from the boys, it starts to expand the disparity between greatness and guys who are just good at what they do. There are guys who are able to get it done in the regular season. There are guys who are take their game to another level in the playoffs. You're seeing the difference between Joel Embiid and Jokic right now. Joel Embiid's impact on his team is much more significant than Jokic's impact. The Philadelphia 76ers were down 0-2 without Joel Embiid. He comes back, now the series is tied. His presence alone. Come on, man. You saw him playing defense on Oladipo. No big man should have footwork like that. It's just ridiculous how some people justify Jokic winning this MVP award. But regardless, his stat line was very impressive. He definitely deserved to be in the conversation, but I just felt like Joel Embiid deserved the award much more. And it's just that simple for me. But I want you guys to comment below. Tell me what you guys think about Joel Embiid being essentially snubbed for the MVP award. Who would you have rather have won it? Giannis, Joel, Jokic? Even if you're a Jokic fan, I really don't care. I'm just curious to know what you guys think about this, because I'm honestly confused how Jokic won it back to back. Because in my humble opinion, in order to win the MVP back to back, you need to have an even more impressive season than the previous one. And he did not have that. In my opinion, he did the exact same things. Joel Embiid took his game to another level, led the league in scoring, averaged 30. Team is still in the playoffs. It befuddles me. But I'll leave it at that, you guys. Comment below. Make sure you guys like the video, and also make sure you subscribe if you're new to the content. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShills II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge us to the game. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry.